Hi, this is Jerry. First of all, I guess the three hottest topics that you're talking about on the site, Sox heads, is Ortiz, number one. And my gut feeling is that he will be back. I think what happened to David this year is that between his knee and his wrist, and especially his wrist, it took him all out of whack. And I think that, with time to heal in the off season, I see no reason why he can't come back and be the one of the most feared left-handed hitters in the game. I know this was a drop-off for him, and a lot of things go into that. When you hurt, you change the mechanics. You never seem to feel comfortable. And I think, when your numbers drop too, you also press to try to get those numbers back. And when you're physically not capable of doing that, it becomes a mental thing also. And I think that's what happened to him this year. I expect with a full off-season recovery with his wrist, he would return to form, to being the type of player that we expect him to be. The other one, very tough topic, MVP. And boy, I'll tell you, the last 3 weeks of the season, I went back and forth on this one a lot. And I finally decided, which is not going to be popular according to the vote on Sox heads, but I decided on Youkilis, and I'll tell you why. First of all, Pedroia, I'm a huge fan of Pedroia. I wish everybody played the game the way he did. And, obviously he's going to get votes and maybe even win the MVP in the American League, so it seems strange that I would pick Youkilis. But the reason I did that is because of his versatility going from first to third flawlessly. When Mike Lowell went down, being able to move to that position was critical and played both spots, first and third, like Gold Glove caliber. The other thing is that, when Manny left, they slid him into that fourth spot in the batting order, and to me that was very important because they really had nobody to hit there. And, of course, he came over some big hits, a big home run. So, again, it was a very tough choice for me, and, I felt either way, it's going to be criticized, whichever guy I pick. And I guess according to the voting, Pedroia has a huge lead on Sox heads. But, I had to make a decision. My decision was Youkilis for those reasons I just gave, because of his versatility and sliding him into the fourth spot. But, that's a very tough pick, which can go either way. And the last one, I understand that our governor down in North Carolina had his house broken into by supposedly a Yankee fan, although the guy couldn't spell apparently. The only thing I can say is I apologize for that because I take responsibility. I should have had more Secret Service protection down there for the house while our governor's away. So that's something we'll have to look into in the future. As far as watching the game last night, it was hard, man. I kept shifting back and forth. Criminal Minds was on. I watched some of that. I did see some of the game, and I also watched CSI New York. It's a very strange time of the year when you wind down and the team that you care about is not playing anymore. Sometimes I have a hard time even watching the World Series, but I did catch some of it. And Phillies jump out to that 2-0 lead. Cole Hamels was great. So anyway, I guess that's about it for today, and we'll be talking to you in the future.